And first, thank you, James, for the way you've handled this seminar. And there are three major impressions. First, I have never experienced a report of the kind Professor Nabors have conducted, with such a clear result, with such huge impact, if it is possible to have it done, so to say, on the ground. He might be wrong in his calculations, might not be 9, might perhaps be 6 or 7, but I have never before seen a figure of that kind in one report. If it is true, if it is possible to do, we are just obliged to do it. Then we have heard all the objections, and there will be also in the future, I think, those who think this is too radical, this is not practical enough. Listen to that carefully, but go ahead. Go to the next stage of this process. That is to ask EFI to carry out the new study, how to do this. Now we have told what we think is possible to do. Now let's design the program to do it. Because when you do so, you really test all those who have objections. They might be right, but before you propose the precise ideas about what to do, it's just a theoretical discussion. Now go to the next step, take the next stage, and that is up to the European Forest Institute to organize such a study, because we own that to the next generation. Because if this is possible to do, we must not hesitate. I have never seen a document of this kind before. Thank you, Professor Nabors and your team. The second impression is Henrik Ehrnrooth and his vision about bioeconomy. We are often stuck in the old type of industrial approach to the forest sector. It's about wood as we know it since we were kids. Listening to Henrik Ehrnrooth, and when he is describing what is within reach with today's technologies, that is to send a signal that the whole forestry sector might stand in front of a revolution, more or less. That will bring a tremendous demand on the raw material. That will bring a tremendous demand on forest land. Completely new situation in many countries, driven by the bioeconomical opportunities. That is also a visionary contribution to this discussion that must be added to what Jan Nabors said in his report. Then the third major impression, it's about how to have economic incentives to go in a direction where we will reduce our carbon footprint. I have been dealing with this issue for many, many years. I have been Prime Minister, Minister of Finance in a country who have introduced carbon tax with good results, no doubt. But it is not up for one single country or a group of countries. It is up for the whole world to go in that direction, to find a price on carbon. How to do that? How does the political process look like when we come to that decision? Is it a conference of the kind we have in front of us? Perhaps. Or do we have to wait so long so a new political momentum will be created because of the crisis itself? So the big countries come together and say, now we are just forced to introduce a price on carbon, like they did after the Lehman Brothers crisis, if you remember that. It was G22 who took the necessary decision to save the world economy and the financial markets. Without the bureaucracy, without proper preparation of the discussions, the proposals, they took the decision because they were forced to do so. Will we have the same experience with the price on carbon? Perhaps, but sooner or later we will have a price on carbon. Summarizing, 3 major trends, discussions. Jan Nabor's discussion about the mitigation, Henrik Ehrnroth's discussion about bioeconomy, and Professor Bretzker's discussion about economic incentives. That is, in a nutshell, what this is about. So complicated is it? Or, to express it in another way, it is not more complicated than we, after all, realizes that this is possible to do. So why then wait? Go ahead, take action, ask those who know about what to do to present the proposal, and challenge them who want to wait, because we can't afford to wait now. We have to take action. If this seminar has contributed to that, thank you very much, and have a safe trip back home. Thank you.
Thank you, Göran, for that beautiful summary.